So these are the weapons you use in your world. You really think that that thing can slay the creatures of Twilight? Well, I won't use these, but I'll hang on to them for you. Alright, a promise is a promise. I trust you enough to help. In exchange for my help, though, I need you to gather some things for me. Look, I can't you tell all the details now, but it's easy. Trust me. But enough about that. Do you hear that noise? It's the lamination of the spirit that had its light stolen. Where in the world could it be? Better get going, don't you think? Don't blame me for your world's fate if you don't hurry up and find that light. Come on, snap to it. Now, with that little cutscene, there's actually brings up something I want to explain. Plus, hopefully, I don't think you can, but you get a good look at Midna's little hat thing, and you'll notice some similarities. For starters, Midna put the shield on her face. Why she did that is really unknown. But if you look at what she's wearing, you can see that it's got an eye similar to that of Majura's mask. So there's a theory that people, Midna's tribe of people, which yes, there are multiple, are actually the ones who created Majura's mask, especially since they show similarities. There's also further proof into it, but that'll be discussed. I'm trying to ignore the text. That'll be discussed when we get further in the game. It brings up some valid good points, and I like it. But yeah, another theory is that since Hyrule and Termina are technically two different areas, that the mask she's wearing is the Hyrule counterpart of Majura. So, since those are different, that's another theory. I think that one also makes sense, but I don't know. I could believe that Midna's people created Majura. What's the holdup? If you leave the last one alive, it's just gonna use that shriek to bring the others back. And again, we'll get into the further proof later, but as for now, just roll that in the back of your head. Oh dear. Hearts are good. I could probably use those. Let's go this way now. And there's that light spirit that I was talking about. I find it funny that there's two in Fair for some reason. Please be careful. These woods have changed. The dark clouds, the dark cover, this land. Drape shadows is called Twilight. Excuse me, I burped. In this Twilight, those who live in the light become mere spirits. It is a place where dark ones and evil creatures dwell. I am a spirit of light. Blue-eyed beast, look into my light, retrieve the light stolen by the dark beasts, and keep it in this vessel. Now this introduces a concept I'm not particularly fond of in the game. What you do is you kill certain creatures, and then you get the things called the Tears of Light. It's all marked here on the map, so it's pretty easy to find, but it's also a bit time-consuming above that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fast-forward it, because I don't really think it's necessary. Tip though, just so I can explain it, pay attention to some of the things that are being spoken. I'll try and give you a brief period to see what it is, but there's like a little spot of dialogue that helps further the proof that you, Link, are invisible while everything else is visible. The creatures can only be seen with your X senses, so you have to have that on when attacking. I think that's about it. Until then, we're just gonna cue the music and hope for the best. someone helped me? Boy, lucky for me, ever since the boss went funny in the head, they've been scary monsters everywhere. Those village kids got led through the woods for some reason. The whole forest is so weird now. What's happened? Well, I messed up at one point, so you saw me go back. In other words, there you go. That's all it is. That didn't actually take too long, but nonetheless, I'd rather just be sped up because, I don't know, it feels like it's just tedious. I don't like it, and it gets worse. And by that, I mean like you do this at least 2 more times. And the other times you do that, the areas get much larger, so it'll either be choppy or the same thing I just did for the future instances. Aw, but it was so nice here in the Twilight. What's so great about a world of light anyway? My name is Farron. I am one of the spirits of light who dwell in Hyrule. By order of the gods, I protect this forest. Brave youth, in the land covered in twilight, where people roam as spirits, you were transformed into a blue-eyed beast. This was a sign. It was a sign that the power of the Chosen One rests within you, and that they are awakening. Look at your awakened form. The green tunic that is your garb once belonged to an ancient hero chosen by the gods. His power is yours. His is the true power that slept within you. Your name is JC4R. You are the hero chosen by the gods. A dark power rests in the temple deep within the forest woods. There's a forbidden power long, long ago, and the other spirits of light locked it away. Because of its nature, it is a power that should never be touched by any who dwell in the light. But the symbol weeps beneath that a mantle of shadows, and so there is no choice. You must match the power with the King of Shadows. If you seek this forbidden power, proceed to the temple in the forest depths. Just another complaint about reading that. Not only is it sometimes awkward, but I don't like the way the text is. It makes it hard to read too, because it's all bright, illuminated, glowy. Plus you got that guy who's a glowy background, so that doesn't really help you get any separation between it. So that's another complaint I have with that. Well, you're the chosen hero and all that, huh? So that's why you turned into that beast. What a shame. I mean, maybe you'd rather just wander as a spirit like the rest of them, totally unaware of what's happening in your eternity? So, what do you want to do? You want to head to that temple? Well, isn't that convenient? I was about to head there myself. Hey, look. You want me to help you with your friends, right? The way I see it, maybe they're in that temple waiting for you to rescue them. Good luck, Mr. Important Hero. Awesome, so we're linking all of his linkhood. Time we get our shit moving. And actually, I'm short on money. I was wrong, and it is actually 100 rupees. So I'm going to go ahead and work on getting that. So in case you didn't pay attention in the fast forward, I tried casually doing it to make it like seem innocent without the whole, oh hey, I'm trying to get money thing. I don't know, I was trying to be indirect about it, but yeah. There we go. Let's go, Link. Stab him. Midna just tells you how to use the sword. She's like, hey, dumbo, hit B because you haven't used a sword before. In reality, we have. And it is much more powerful. That is for sure. You will see how much more powerful in a few seconds. Ouch. And by a few seconds, I mean whenever a moblin shows up. Because remember, it took us like 5 strikes to take it out before. And we're about to find out how much quicker it will this time. Also, a neat little feature I figured out. Believe it or not, just swinging your sword around, like, if you cut grass, nothing happens. But if an item pops out of the grass, such as a rupee or a heart, your controller actually rumbles. So it tells you that there's something that came out of the grass. It was a little feature that I never even noticed up until now. It's actually rather nice. It's one of those small details. And 9 times out of 10, whenever I'm playing a game, I don't bother paying attention to the controller vibrating or anything. I usually don't even notice it. Like, I'll play Super Smash and I just don't think anything of it, and then, like, when I finish and the controller's going, like, mad at the winner, that's usually when I'm like, damn, that's loud. But, yeah, that's a nice little minor detail that I decided to throw in. And seriously, I'm like 4 rupees short. Come on. Just drop a couple more. But yeah, now I'm trying to pay attention to the whole rumbling thing. Also, it does this rumbling when you hit a wall or something. But yeah, it's a rather cool thing. How'd it do? Oh, it's Ordarian. You seem familiar, but then your clothes seem kind of different, so I got thrown off for a second. Listen, things have been a little rough around here lately, so you should watch yourself, okay, guy? There are many monsters around now. I got kind of scared and closed off the path for a temple. But you won't want to get back there. Well, you're geared up for it, so here you go. Oh yeah, and then he's got a sale, but I don't have the money for it just yet. I'm literally 3 rupees short. Shut up for a second so I can try and find the money that will never spawn because it is a whore. Screw that pumpkin. I was hoping maybe the game would be nice and just give me a 5er, but no. I'm 2 rupees short and it's rather annoying. So let's just open this, cut the grass, see if there's anything here, which there probably isn't. That's what I tell you. And in case you didn't get a good enough glimpse, usually like when you see me dig, you can use your X senses and then it'll show like a little magic black hole thing. So that's usually a good way that you can tell where to dig. Majority of the time, if you just dig in random spots, you'll find miscellaneous things such as rupees or hearts. So you could dig up any hole you want to, but it's not entirely like... It's like cutting grass, basically. It's like you can if you want to, but don't expect anything major out of it. There are a few hidden spots, actually, that you could get to by digging, but we haven't reached that part yet. So when we get to it, then we'll worry about it. As for now, it's still a little too early in the game.